Guys, what is up? I am in the heart of downtown Toronto for a couple of days for AWS Summit Toronto 2022, learning, deep diving with the Amazon guys and all these other brilliant entrepreneurs. And I figured it's finally time to give you my full review of the 2021 M1 Pro Max MacBook Pro 16-inch. I've had mine for several months. I've been using it every day for everything I've been putting out here on the channel, all my personal work, all of my day job work. I've been using it non-stop. And the reason it took me so long to do a review is just because A, it is a huge purchase. This unit retails here in Canada for $5,000+. But two, it's hard to really know if, even despite my months of use and testing and experimentation, if I've even really scratched the surface of what this laptop is capable of, at least in my workflow. If you take nothing away from this video other than this one part right here, I don't think the majority of people in the creative workspaces, in the creative industry, can fully tap out one of these M1 Pro Max chips yet. I know Apple just announced M2. That is going to be a whole other level when they release the Pro and Pro Max versions of that chip. It's going to be insane. But already, Apple has a massive competitive advantage with this chipset, with this laptop, with the capabilities of this device. So yeah, let's summarize together what I think of this laptop. Short and sweet, it's beautiful. Of course, Apple always does a great job with the design, fit, and finish of all of their products. This laptop, of course, is no exception. Now, I am not completely appalled or turned off by the fact that they made it a little bit thicker, because what they got by making it thicker is way more battery life. I'm talking crazy battery life on this thing. I can go days without needing to charge it. And of course, all of the lovely ports. This thing has a SD card reader in it. Once again, MagSafe is back. All of these awesome features from MacBooks, MacBook Pros of yesteryear have returned in this device because Apple went thin over necessarily function. And it's not just good looking, it performs well, everything operates very fast. The 16-inch Liquid Retina XDR display is gorgeous. I know I did just get the new Apple Studio display, and I even mentioned in that video that the display on this laptop absolutely just puts it to shame. The brightness, the clarity, the quality, the colors, everything on this display is just incredible. It's perfect. It's more than I think most people are gonna need, except for those tip, like absolute high level creative pros. You're gonna be able to do everything on here. I know I've been. Now, my unit, again, it's the Apple M1 Max chip. It's a 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's got 32 gigs of RAM. It's got the 512GB SSD, which is blazingly fast. And mine has the 10 cores. So that is 8 performance cores, 2 efficiency cores. And they work together to create an absolute powerhouse that is also extremely efficient. As I mentioned, the battery life on this thing is fantastic. I can go literally days without a recharge if I'm just doing the day-to-day web, email, quoting, that sort of stuff. When I get into the graphic stuff, when I get into video editing, I can usually do one full edit. That's put in all the media, cut it all together, voiceover, edit, music, etc., export, upload, one charge, which is crazy. I used to get maybe 2.5, 3 hours on my old MacBook Pro. This battery life is killer. The just sheer level of performance that this thing puts out is really next level. I can render a 30-40 gigabyte video in 1 minute. I can save a gigabyte, 2 gigabyte Photoshop file, Adobe XD file, seconds. I can read, write, move media, all this crazy, and it happens so fast. That's why I'm thinking, like, genuinely, most people are not going to be able to tap this thing out. If you're a creative professional, this device is going to kill your workflow. It's going to be perfect for you. So yeah, I mean, what is there negative to say, really, about this MacBook Pro? I mean, I did like the touch bar in some regards, but the physical keyboard replacement on this device, excellent. Good travel, good clickiness, not too soft, there's some feel to it. You can definitely type on it for a long period of time. I mean, long term, the only thing I would say is I've pretty much filled up my 512 gig hard drive. It's blazingly fast. I hate to have to plug in a USB backup drive and offload this data because the read speeds and the write speeds are so much slower. So I would only say max out your SSD. I think 32 gigs of RAM for most people, perfectly fine. And the I/O, again, it's got pretty much everything you need. 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, course, the SD card slot, which I mentioned, MagSafe. Oh, amazing to have it back. It's got an HDMI connector. Again, nice to see it back on the device. And of course, this guy also has a 140 watt fast charging power brick, which comes with it. Yeah, it's expensive, but we've come to understand and know that that is the price you pay. It's the Apple tax. If this is something you're looking into buying anyway, I say go right ahead and buy it. Or wait until they announce M2 Pro, Pro Max, whatever they're gonna call it, because then you'll be able to steal one of these at a great price and save yourself some money on a amazing package overall. That's it, guys. That's honestly all I can really say about the 16-inch MacBook Pro with M1 Max chip, because it is just such a good device. It's a pretty much perfect computer. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's have a conversation about it, and we will see you back very soon with another video.